Chapter 4, Fire Away. The background of Fire Away. Fire Away was my first effort at writing collaboratively. By this stage, I had well-established Static Era, a hard rock band comprised of myself and three men, Chris Young on guitar and backing vocals, Dave Rhodes, drums and recording engineer, and Victor Pesh on bass. Chris had previously been the guitarist of another hard rock band called Tadpole. I had worshipped them as a teenager, and his songwriting abilities were admirable. Chris and I became close friends, so he was often one of the few people that I turned to when I was having a bad day, week, month, or simply when I was trying to work through something. So when Chris asked if I would be interested in co-writing, I was cautious but intrigued. Songwriting can be, and I think should be, super raw and vulnerable. So to share the process with someone was definitely out of my comfort zone. The songwriting process of Fire Away. Nevertheless, we started brainstorming ideas on what to write about, and Chris suggested an empowerment song about resilience and overcoming struggles. "Let's write a fight song," Chris said, "the kind of song that you would walk into a boxing ring listening to." It sounded good to me. After all, I might be a positive as fuck person, but that's because I've been in the fight so many times that I know the importance of gratitude for when the cards are in your favor. Chris and I brainstormed together about what these obstacles we wanted to write would be. Brain surgery might not be relatable for the everyday human, but working a 9-to-5 certainly is. Being in a toxic relationship definitely is. Being around two-faced and egotistical people? Absolutely. What better way to hammer home the point of the song than with the epic gang vocal in the chorus, "Let's go," aka "Bring it on," aka "You won't beat me." How Fire Away saved me. The process of writing Fire Away in the first place helped me to learn how to be truly vulnerable, especially around men. I know that sounds cliche, but I grew up with a solo mother. My father lived in Fiji for most of my life. He moved back to Fiji when I was a baby, and most of my school teachers had been female. Therefore, I never really learned how to interact with men in a vulnerable way. Even the men that my mother dated growing up didn't make me feel like they were interested in being male figures in my life, except for one, a country rock musician who had a drinking problem and eventually died as a result. So Fire Away became my own personal anthem of overcoming loss, overcoming struggle, and defeatism. Not only was I able to let my guard down writing Fire Away with someone, but Chris wanted to make sure we both shaped Fire Away to be a call to arms, a song of grit and strength. This was the first time I'd ever written a song in a way that was similar to practicing alchemy. How can we take the shit, use it as fertilizer, and use it to plant our rose garden? How can we take the struggle, the pain, and the hurt and turn it into a "You will not defeat me" song? Still to this day, if I feel out of my depth or nervous, Fire Away helps me to not only remember my strength, but also build the strength back up. Activity. As Brené Brown says, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's our greatest measure of courage. People who wade into discomfort and vulnerability and tell the truth about their stories are the real badasses, she says. So this challenge is all about leaning in and letting yourself feel the vulnerability. Are there situations in your life where you've been nervous about letting yourself be vulnerable? What are some ways that you can challenge yourself to lean into your vulnerability and find your strength again? Next time you're out in public, say hello to a stranger, however scary that might feel. Or do a cartwheel in a park. Or embrace Monty Python's ministry of funny walks and express yourself like no one else while walking. Vulnerability can be fun and is always empowering. Dare to be different.